What is up, guys, and welcome back to another travel vlog. And this time round I'm in the beautiful city that is Madrid here in Spain. It's actually nearly 1 AM here in Madrid, and we arrived later than scheduled because our flight was delayed by about an hour. I'm actually here with my brother this time round on this trip. So we're here on a Friday night, early Saturday morning, and we go back to London Sunday. So it's literally a flying visit here in Madrid. We've just arrived at a hotel, Hostal Royal Cruz on Calle de la Cruz, which is very near to Sol, if you know Madrid. Yeah, so it's like a 5-minute walk from Sol metro station. So as I say, we just got here, it's 1 AM, and we're gonna pop out very briefly just to get a bite to eat before we go to bed. So I'm just gonna freshen up a bit and make our way to San Gines. Whether or not we get there is another matter. But in the meantime, here's some B-roll of the night scene here in Madrid. And perhaps I'll just see you at breakfast. What is up? So it's our first full day here in Madrid, and the sun is shining, not a cloud in the sky, and we're just going to walk around until it's now 10 to 11. We've got a lunch reservation at Sala, despiece. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it's a tapas bar north of the city. But we're gonna just have a wander until 1 o'clock. So this is the place, Sala de despiece. Ah, okay. Hola. Hola. Just anywhere?
The room of the reservation.
Yes.
Where do you prefer? Like these two or these?
Do you want these two?
Yeah, we can do this.
Or do you want here?
Yeah.
We'll go. We'll just stay.
What's your?
We'll stay here. That's great.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Okay.
So I didn't realise you actually go to another room when you get here, which is literally 2 doors away from where we entered. So if you make a reservation, you end up on like what looks like a chef's table, and you share with 12 people basically. So we're waiting for other guests to arrive. First one's here. I like it.
So I'm going to show you how to make one.
Yeah.
And you try to make the same.
Alright.
Okay.
just finished our degustation, our tasting menu here. We had the lovely Hamza as our server this afternoon, and if you have him, you'll be in for a very enjoyable time, that's for sure. He basically recommended the tasting menu, which we did, and we also added the burrata with crab, which I'm glad we did actually, because I've seen the burrata, but it was served differently, as in not with crab, but this was nice. I don't even know how many courses we've had, but I've had a white wine, a red wine, and a cider to go with the dolce de leche dessert. And I 100% recommend the dolce de leche with the mixed berries. That was outstanding, like probably the best thing I've ever tasted. And the raspberries were so sweet, so were the blueberries. There were quinoa bits with, which tasted like the texture was like popcorn, but obviously quinoa was tiny, so, but it just complemented each other so well. And the sweet apple sauce as well that just was drizzled around. Impeccable. I don't know what it is in Spanish, but I'm going in my French mode because I speak French better than I do my Spanish. But yes, do come if you are ever in Madrid. Anyway, we are going to go off and just do a bit more sightseeing before our food tour later this evening, which we'll go to, which starts around 7 o'clock, I believe. So we're going to have a wander around, burn off the food that we've just consumed, and have a little siesta until the next food session. Look at the queue. So glad we booked. Oh, it's crazy. So busy in there now. And how crazy is that? And it is, queues out the door. So that's how you know how popular it is. But because we booked online, we went for the 1 o'clock sitting for lunch. Basically had the whole place to ourselves, so highly recommend you book in advance. And you basically get a table which seats 12, but it could just end up being 2 of you, 1 of you, however many of you in your party. And we're headed to our first stop.
Spain.
Oh.
This is the place, okay? This is like our harrods or our mesa. Es con el Corte Inglés, nothing to do with England.
Oh.
What is this for? For the sound?
My vlog.
So for the sounds?
Yes. Microphone.
Hello, hello. Okay. So this is the croquetas. Okay? The drinks are coming on their way because they know me already and they are nice with me, because this place, it's all. They have 2 counters. 1 counter for the food, 1 counter for the drinks. If you ask for both 2 things in the same counter,
No.
they're all. They are still working like the old days. So since they know me, because I've been in tours for 2 years and a half, this week I've been giving tours all week long. They're going to bring the drinks, okay?
So that was our first stop done. Croquetas and wine. And now for more history and stop 2. So we've gone through Plaza Mayor, and our tour guide Rafa has given us some historical background, and now taking us to our second stop within the main square.
what was more than voodoo, and that's why this is so expensive. Not only in Madrid, but all over the world. I know that. And as well, some cheese.
Which one do you like there?
Chorizo is the red one because it's made with paprika. The other one is called salchichon. It's similar to salami, better than salami. It's made with pepper.
Try it.
For you? As you can see here, they were saying this restaurant is called Casa Botín and is the oldest running restaurant in the world, certified by the Guinness Book of Records. It was established in the year 1725 and they have been serving people since they opened. So there must be something older, whatever. For instance, I went to Scotland during Christmas and there were pubs, they said established in the year 16 something. But they haven't been open serving people since they were established. So these guys they have been here already for almost 300 years. 293 years already. And they are famous for their food. They are giving you typical Castilian food. I mean, they are going to give you chips, right? Fish, and vegetables and soups. But their most typical thing is suckling pig and lamb. I can show you inside if you want. I can show you the original oven, the Lucien, and the first floor.
So we visited the Cathedral of Madrid, Santa Maria de Viator, I think he said it, he speaks so fast. And we've been shown the Royal Palace, and now we're at our next stop.
Mill gardens, because we don't have the water. We have small gardens over there, in that corner, but they are really small. They are really nice to cook with your girlfriend or whatever, but not really gardens. Chorizo, but softer than chorizo and typical from the Basque Country, this chistorra thing. So it's softer than chorizo. Some chorizo you need to cook it, most of them you don't need to. And this one you always need to cook the chistorra. And these guys they cook this with white wine. Okay, so it's going to be even softer. The gravy is going to be a bit really good, but a bit too much. But the sausage, it's really typical from the north and really, really good. Okay, and also this is tortilla de patatas, Spanish omelette. I mean, the Mexicans call their tacos tortillas, and we call our omelette tortillas. I don't know who was the first who said tortillas at all. Nice. A picture with the paella? These two things, this is called pachanan, this is called orujo, okay? Both of them, they are made with anise. This one is made with anise and the verde from the tree of Madrid, with this slope. So this is going to be sweet, yes, sweet, and not really hard. This one is made with herbs coming from the northwest of Spain, from Galicia. This is going to be bitter and a bit harder than this, bitter and a bit harder. And this one is a cream they make out of this, like they make Baileys out of whiskey, they make this cream out of this. In fact, this has been with us for 10 years or so, because since people like Baileys, they say we can do the same with everything. So if you want to try everything, the order will be sweet, bitter and creamy. Because if you try this the first, your mouth is going to feel creamy, all shots.
So that's it, guys. We finished our historical walking tour with food tasting with Rafa and a couple of American families, which was lovely. One was from New York, the other from North Carolina. One family from New York, one from North Carolina. We are stuffed. The host was very much into his history, which I really enjoyed actually, because I love all of that stuff. I love anything about any royal family. So if you are too, then I highly recommend it. we're now walking back to our hotel, making our way back to Puerta del Sol. And the starting point of today was at Isabel II, or Isabel II. So yeah, which is just behind me, and we're walking through to get to Puerta del Sol. We are knackered. I think we've done about nearly 30,000 steps since this morning, and it's time to hit the sack, even though Madrid's probably only just waking up now. But we shall see you in the morning. So this is it, our last day. Well, it's not even a day, we're going home today. Last night was great fun doing the historical walking tour with the food with Rafa. I'll put a link down below. We found it via Viator. The other families on the tour found it through TripAdvisor, I think. We're going to Habanera now to have our brunch before we head back to the airport and go home. But Madrid's been fantastic for the weekend, and I think that's why I think the beauty of living in London particularly is you can get cheap flights and come here for the weekend, see the city, because Madrid you can actually walk around pretty much all over, unlike London. What I learnt last night is Madrid is split into the French half, not quarter, the French half and the historic half. The French half is a lot more planned, as in the roads are a lot more constructed, less windy, unlike the historic part. So as we're walking through Madrid to get to Habanera, I think we're about another 15 minutes or so away. Bear in mind it's Sunday, it's quite a sleepy city. I feel like we're in like the suburbs, even though we're still in the heart of Madrid. But it's so quiet for a Sunday afternoon, well, almost lunchtime. But it is so beautiful. Honestly, like, how beautiful is this weather? Hardly any clouds in the sky. The architecture around Madrid is outstanding. There's something about Europe, like France, Italy, and Spain, where the architecture just blows me away. And I mean, London's got great architecture, but there's just something about those three countries. And I say those three countries only because I visited them more than other places in Europe. But there's just something about the way buildings are built in these countries, and I just think, wow. That ends the Madrid tour. I'm going to finish it off here, I think, guys, in Puerta del Sol, which is where our journey started. So we're going to head on the metro and make our way back to the airport. So I just want to say thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate you supporting me and the vlogs. Do smash the like button if you like the video. Don't forget to comment down below, hit subscribe, and I shall see you again in the next vlog. Until then, muchas gracias y adiós. Gracias.